I'm Lisa Miller Gillespie with the Greater Lawrence Fellowship of the Arts. I want to say it has been my pleasure to know Paula Esty with the Paula Esty Galleries for Art and Activism.
Well, I can say right off the bat that they've been a huge benefit to the community. And what I love about the PEG Center is that they're so willing to do the work in the community. That it's not just about lip service. They're actually out there meeting with people, talking about these important issues, everything from food insecurity to gun control to abortion rights. I mean, the PEG Center is just always there, ready to step up, ready for people to come together and talk about these really important issues in the community.
So I first came into contact with the PEG Center through Paula's creation of the Huddle, Women in Action Huddle Group. And she invited me to give a presentation on Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America and how we work on preventing gun violence. And I gave the presentation. They were wonderful, a wonderful audience, very receptive. And the one thing I would say for Paula particularly is what I admire is her faithfulness to the mission.
Not only do we appreciate the work that they do inside of the gallery, the thoughtful curation behind their exhibits and the talks that they produce with artists and activists are wonderful, but they also do so much work outside of the community that we appreciate. They amplify the voices of others working towards social justice in the Merrimack Valley. They make our town more colorful and more resident through public art, and they offer ways for everyone to participate in art projects and social actions.
And we were active before PEG Center came along.
Right.
And but it's filled a need. It's filled an important need. It's an added dimension to our activism. And we have found people who were not active before have become active through PEG Center.
It's spurred discussion. I think it's helping to make people just think about topics that are incredibly important to all of us. You know, obviously we have the environment to think about, we have equality to think about, we have diversity to think about. I mean, all of the topics that I think are just...
Hello, my name is Rebecca McGee-Tuck, and I am a found object fiber sculptor. I'm also an art activist. I've been involved with the PEG Center for Art and Activism for just over 3 years in art exhibitions, as well as being invited as a speaker representing climate advocacy groups. The PEG Center is very dedicated to the union of art and activism. It has given so many artists, including myself, a platform that promotes sustainable art practices. And it's also given a safe space to artists whose artwork delves into politics, social justice, and equity. I applaud the PEG Center for helping to use art to lead the way to make the world a better place.
Earlier this year, Paula and I collaborated on an installation called American Promise. It was performed at the Firehouse Art Center there in Newburyport. It was an amazing opportunity to bring artists of color to share their various talents, be it dance, music, hip-hop, or monologues, to the Firehouse stage.
Hi, I'm Karen Ristabin. I'm the Program Director for the Creative County Initiative at Essex County Community Foundation. And I've been watching the PEG Center for Art and Activism grow over the last several years, and they are doing such great work for the city of Newburyport and for the whole region. So keep up the good work. I'm a huge fan, and have a great gala. Thanks.
Well, I guess one of the things that I really want to highlight is that each time I come to an event at the PEG Center or walk by the edible garden on the rail trail, I just come away inspired and hopeful. And it's been a long time since I've been hopeful, and I think the PEG Center had provided that for me. And the way that I think of it is that we as humans, we need food for our bodies, but what the PEG Center has brought me is food for my soul.
For me, in my eyes, the PEG Center helps us to think about history and place and the dilemmas that we face, to feel the truth, the beauty, and the gravity of the space we live in, and to treat our world and each other with care. And they do all of the work that they do with love, so it's easy and quite natural to love them right back.
I think the way the PEG Center has impacted this community is that it's spurred people to talk, to think about topics that are incredibly important. And topics like the climate, topics like diversity, topics like equality, a lot of topics, a lot of work that needs to be done in our community, in our country, and the world at large, that we all just need to think about. Things that sometimes we don't want to think about. And I think one of the real values of the PEG Center is that it's not afraid to just show it like it is and tell it like it is, and more importantly, open up those topics for discussion from varied points of view, which I think is very, very, very important. Oftentimes we can all live in a little bit of an echo chamber occasionally, and I think one of the things that the PEG Center does well is allow people to talk about the things that they talk about.
I love these things that we can do in the community to create a legacy, and I think that garden on our rail trail, which is our wonderful rail trail here in Newburyport, will live on hopefully for generations there, and it will be a place that people can always come and remember, the tragic events of Uvalde and the people who lost their lives that day. But that's going to live on. For me, for my kids, hopefully their kids here in Newburyport, and it'll always be a place to come and just really shine a huge light on, a huge issue here in our country around our gun violence and gun control, and again also remember the people who tragically lost their lives in Uvalde that day.
I've been a member of the community in Newburyport for decades, and Paula and the PEG Center have given me an opportunity, like I said earlier, to just have some hope, because a few years ago I didn't have a lot of it, and the PEG Center and Paula have given me that opportunity.
I look forward to many more collaborations and exciting opportunities together with Paula in the future. Thank you.